Hi, guys. Welcome back to Finding Your Indie. I'm Bonnie Paulson.
And I'm Andy Stevens.
And we are here for Monday marketing tips and tricks. What we do with these Monday videos is we're trying to give you tips and tricks with your ads or with marketing on how to further yourself. Lately, especially since we launched the channel, we've been talking mostly about ads, right? Like mostly Facebook ads, because we have so much information and only one Monday a week to talk about it. So we have about 2 years worth of stuff that we have planned, and we're constantly learning and trying to change things up. So you will be seeing things about AMS ads, about BookBub ads, Goodreads ads, or the Goodreads giveaways. We'll be talking Google ads. We'll be talking direct sales, all different kinds of things. So stick with us. Okay. So today, Mandy, what are we talking about?
We are talking about scaling ads. And I get this question so much. People are always wanting to know, when do you want to scale your ads? When are you going to do it? So
yeah. And I get this one too, but I also get people, because when people come to us for client or for ad management, they're like, can you scale? I need help scaling. And there's a lot, and we'll talk about this as we're talking about it. But my biggest thing is I'm like, well, you're not going to start you out at $10,000 ad spend a month. Like, we're not going to do it. That's not appropriate. That's not smart. Unless you're already spending a significantly high number. We just don't that's just not where we want to start. Right. Because there's other things involved with scaling, but then people are like, well, I spend $1,000 a month. I want to spend $5,000 next month. And we're like, that's not how you scale either.
Right. So how do they know? How are we going to tell everyone here?
Yes. Okay. How do you know that you're ready to scale?
Yes.
The very first thing that you do after you get through testing, right? And you know how we feel. We always talk about this. We don't think that you need to test more than $5 to $10 a day on an ad. AMS as well, because if you're not hitting the out of budget portion on the AMS ads, it's going to be really difficult for you to be encouraging those algorithms and those bots to actually make you spend more money. Yep. So when you get through the testing and you get through all of that craziness and you know exactly what you're doing and you have seen an increase, you need to at least, and I wrote this down to make sure I say it right, you need to make sure that you're making back at least double your ad spend. That is our requirement. Your series, your book one, you have to be seeing something after your ads testing has gone through. Before you even consider increasing $1, you need to be making at least double. Now, for some people, that's cake. That's like, oh, I'm making 5 times what I'm spending. Well, good. That's awesome. But it has to be for more than just a day. Right? Yeah. We're talking, it needs to be 4 to 7 days at least, and it's consecutive.
Yeah. And sometimes even longer.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Because honestly, what if you suddenly are what if it's around Mother's Day, right? Do you remember that huge dip we had around Mother's Day in income? Oh my gosh. Because moms are the readers and moms are getting fake spoiled and, whatever. They can't do it, or they're getting spoiled or whatever. They can't read, even though that's all they want to do, and read and eat chocolate. Like, give me a box of chocolates and walk away. That's what I think. That's what you want to make sure is, are you consistent for 4 to 7 days or longer? Like Mandy said, and you should not be spending money on ads if the next few things that we talk about aren't on point. But you're not ready to scale, let alone put ad money on. If your back matter is not on point. And when we're talking back matter, we're not just saying, oh, just the back matter. We're talking front matter, all the things, but some things to have in your back matter, which are super important, would be things like newsletter sign up.
Yeah, that's huge. And the CTA for the next in the series. I always ask people, especially if I notice that book one, there's a drop off after book one with read through. I'm like, these have to be connected. You have to make sure it's connecting to book 2. Book 2's connecting to book 3. Book 3's has a pre-order up for book 4. That's huge. You must do these things.
Yeah. Send them somewhere. Mm-hmm. You loved my book. Keep reading stuff just like this. And hopefully you're still on brand, right? Right. I mean, you really should. And I've had people come to me like, I have one book out. Can you run ads for me? No. Nope. I'm not running ads for you with one book. I will help you get your marketing straightened out, but I'm not going to run your ads for you. You have one book, nowhere to send them.
No. And I feel like this is kicking a dead horse, but because we talk about this all the time with the landing page, making sure your landing page is optimized for ads, you know?
Yeah. And I think it's okay to kick the dead horse right now because, or, kick the bucket or whatever, maybe not kick the bucket. I don't know.
No, let's not kick the bucket.
Let's not kick the bucket on that one. But I think it's okay to be redundant in this aspect because, if you aren't sure, this might be your first video that you're seeing with us, and you really need to make sure that things are on par before you start spending money because you've put so much work into your book, into your business. It's really important that you are doing the things in the correct order. Oh, we have that 7-book challenge, right?
I was just going to say that. 7 day,
I suck
not
at that.
7-book, 7-day challenge.
Oh, yeah.
It helps people realize, hey, should I be running ads or not? So just go through that real quick and be like, okay, well, these are the things that I need to fix in order to get ads started.
Right.
Because if those things are out of order, you don't need to run ads.
Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right. And I know, and even if you're like experienced, just go through it. It's just it's free.
I mean,
it's 7
free.
days.
It's free.
It'll go to your inbox and be like, hey, just so you know, the next day's open. It's not teachable. It's really easy. Yeah. It's just something to be like, oh yeah, I have this. And then once you are in it, then you have access all the time. You don't have to wait for the days to go through, but it is just a great way to check and see, like Mandy said. So when you're, all of those things aren't the only things that tell you if you're ready to scale, but there are some definite things that tell you when you're not ready to scale. And we're going to go through those. We're going to kind of play back and forth with it. Mandy, you want to start?
So, first thing, you're just not giving it enough time. I have people who I'll start scaling. I explain it needs to go very slowly. And even myself, as an author, I've done it too. And I'm like, okay, well, I just bumped this up. I'm like, what's going on? Why is it going,
Yeah.
Relax, be patient. You
have to get patient video.
And you have to wait on the read through.
Yeah, you really do.
So they're buying the book one. They might not even read it for a few days. They might buy it on Tuesday. I'm reading it this weekend,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. So check out our patience video that we've done before. Another thing is like, if you're running ads and you're spending money on like maybe growing your newsletter list, you have to understand that everybody that signs up for your newsletter list is not necessarily going to be the right audience for you still. And this is reality. So your conversion is going to be lower there too. So it's all about growing slowly. Another thing that we have is that you need to keep in your mind that growth is not going to be immediate. You need to readjust your mindset. So if I spend $5 today, I should not expect to make that money back today. It'd be nice.
So how long do you suggest if somebody starts an ad?
Right. At least 7 days, and AMS even longer. I'm not joking, even longer, because we know AMS needs to ramp up. It's got to learn. It has a little bit longer learning curve than Facebook. Facebook is usually 24 hours learning, 24 to 48 hours, depending on amount of budget, audience size.
And then if they have longer series, I have one client, she's like one of my favorite authors, and her series are so interconnected.
Oh, yes.
It's beautiful because she brings everybody in. Like, her box set sales are incredible. So we have different entry points. And so, and her read through. So her ad spend is incredible because she has all these entry points.
She's done it right.
They pick up everything, and it's beautiful.
She's doing it right. That's huge. Another thing is your mindset isn't in letting things sit. It's in pushing as fast as possible. Is your mindset pushing? Is that what you're trying to do? Is I want to push as fast as possible. That's not necessarily the smartest, as we're saying. Again, this comes down to patience, right? Like growing.
Which is hard. It is hard.
I know.
That's why a lot of people hire people.
Yeah.
They're like, you just do this because I am so stressed out.
Yeah. But I still get, and I have some people who want to like really advance really fast. And I get that. And they're like, can you scale? And I'm like, look, you got to slow the roll here. Like, let's just take a breath, and that's usually what is really nice for an ad manager too, is it's like, they tell you need to calm down, or, hey, I think this is something concerning. And if your ad manager is not doing that, you need to have a discussion with them and ask them, hey, how can we fix our communication and stuff? Because when you're spending money, you need to know what's happening with it. Right. And we have a video coming up about, what's great for ad, what do you need for an ad manager? What do you need an ad manager to do? That kind of stuff. And then another thing is, when you're not ready for scaling, is you think your ad spend today should be reaped today. It's not going to be. Especially if you're in KU reads, it's not going to happen today. You'll see a growth, which is great, but that growth won't be in money necessarily. So hopefully you see it tomorrow or the next day or whatever, but it's a rolling thing. It's cumulative.
It takes a while. Yeah, it's cumulative. It's like what I'm saying with that author, they're getting into her series and then they just read. I'm on like book 19 of her series.
Wow.
And and she has built such a good brand that anytime a book drops that day, I'm buying it. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, I buy paper, but she's huge on fans.
You got all the things.
Yeah. One thing I see people do is they like to pause ads without even giving them a chance to grow. I'm like, dude, that ad has been up 4 days. We can't pause it yet. We can't even read the data yet. It just
Why are
got
we
out.
even looking at it? Yeah. Walk away. It's still getting dressed, right?
Yeah.
No, don't look at it. Yeah, I agree with you. Another one is people think that it's the ads job to make the money. And so they're sending that. My ads aren't working. Your ads are working. Check out our ads are working video. Like your ads are working. They're doing their job. They're getting them from point A to point B. It's your landing page that sucks, or it's your sample that sucks, or it's
your cover that sucks.
Yeah, like there's a lot of things that can be causing it. It's not just your ads
cover
fault.
might be a great cover, but it's just not representing the brand properly or not the genre properly. I've had that happen to me. I'm like, this is an amazing cover. And I'm like, it's, not exactly what it is,
Right.
It happens.
It happens.
You have to make tweaks. This is a business. Your business grows and you learn as you're going through your business. So
exactly. You're right. And another thing that I noticed is that if you don't have a reader retention system in place, you really are shooting yourself in the foot and you're just wasting your advertising money and efforts. This is where we were talking about IMM, and I'm not sure if IMM will be open when you're seeing this video or not. It's Indie Marketing Mastery. Yeah. Did I say that right? Yeah. And, and with that, it's actually really extensive. It take you through, are you ready? And then there's a retention system, talks with Joe Solari and John Slogson. And we actually are sitting there talking about the appropriate ways to scale and how to scale outside of your ads too, and your business growth and all the things that you really need to be focusing on rather than just your ads. Everybody focuses on the creatives or the audience. And it's like, yeah, but you should be focusing on so much more.
That's extremely important, but there's other parts of your business that are also important. And if say Facebook shuts down one day, so many people would be devastated. But if you have these other parts of your business, or something happens with Amazon or whatever, you have these other parts of your business, you're not going to lose your livelihood. And that's important because this is a business.
You're right. I love that. Very good point. Okay, so that's what we're doing when we're talking about when are you ready to scale, when you're not ready to scale. And I think the biggest part is the mindset. Are you ready to be patient? Are you ready to let things do this job? Are you ready in a business mindset to actually do the things you need to do to scale your business? Okay, that was a lot, but something we always say here at Finding Your Indie.
But it's helpful. Yeah. Somebody's going to watch this video and be like, okay, I'm not giving it enough time. I'm going to take a deep breath and
be patient. Slow. Yeah, exactly. And scale when I'm ready. Yeah, you're right. That's good. It's just sometimes it's like, I feel like we just cram information down people's throats. Sorry. Put it on slow.
Yeah.
Rewatch
the video.
Yeah, rewatch it. You can put it on slow. We will talk like this. I don't even think I talk that slow when I'm talking slow. So, all right, guys, hit like and subscribe and do all the crazy subscribing things. Make a comment down below and we will respond. Or you can catch us in our free marketing group on Facebook. The link's in the description, as well as HiveMind, which we talked to you about. Oh yeah, we think you're ready to scale and this is how you're going to do it. Like there's all different things that we'll do with you in HiveMind where we have information that you have access to. Just check out the links. We have a ton of links below. And this was a really big video. We know it was a lot. So if you need to watch it again to make sure you get all of the information. Don't forget to check us out on Mondays for our Monday marketing tips and tricks. Nailed it. No, I didn't. It sucked. It's fine. And something that we always say here, make sure you have a goal.
Make sure you're sticking to your brand.
And make sure you're having fun because we always are.
Always. Yeah.
Always. All right. Share this with always. Share with a friend and let's find success together. And I can't wait to see you guys next time. Thanks, you guys.
Bye.